it's October, I thought about this. It's October the 3rd. You got 90 days left in 2023. Okay. If it hasn't gone your way, who gives a shit? Just let it go. All right. And you can't do anything about the previous 9 months. You got 3 months to go. You could still dominate 2023 and set yourself up for 2024 and beyond. Step number one, you just got to let go of what has or has not happened to you or for you. It's over. It's done with. Let's look at moving forward and taking action, right? What's the one thing, you don't have to answer. I mean, if you want, you can share it, but what's the one thing that you want to get done before the end of the year that you have control over? And it's not about take-ins, it's not about, getting deals. It's like, what's the one thing that you're going to do, prioritize for the next 90 days? It's going to set you up for 2024 and beyond. I just want you to think about that, journal about it. And you can send it to me in Slack. You can bring it to the next call, whatever. But you got to let the last 9 months go. Do we all agree to that?
Mm-hmm. Surrender.
Yep.
Okay. Perfect. Mr. Murnick.
Yeah, I'm just going to kind of be simple and kind of give you an example of what Brian's talking about. Sometimes we sit there and we wallow in things that aren't happening, or we want to be able to produce more money, and sometimes that we freeze. And I kind of had a similar situation with this yesterday, and I talked to Chris for a little while about it, my one-to-one with him. And all you can do in these situations is take action for what you have in your control. And at least for my example of what we've been doing, because as you guys know, I've been leaning 100% into coaching and doing calls and closing deals with you guys. And I've kind of leaned away from making dials for Chris and I's personal properties, where I'll make, go ahead and make a handful of dials for like FSBOs from Les. But we're going to go back starting next week into doubling down on getting properties again. So that's just an example of, if you want to produce money, you got to do money producing activities. So that's it. I just wanted to just give you guys an idea of thinking, you guys are already doing this now, but there's other things in your business outside of dials that you can do to be able to personally develop, to equip you more for when you are doing these things like dialing for leads and stuff like that. There's all these things you can do to get sharper: role playing, accountability partners, chanting, like Nick has done a million times to learn his scripts, whether he's talking to sellers or he's preparing for speeches. There's a million things we can be doing to get better. The stuff behind the scenes, like you've heard about a bunch of rants before that nobody sees. So just make sure you're leaning into those things, because it's going to make a huge difference. Like Kyle making, dials in the airport while he's waiting for his plane. These are all the unseen things that are going to make gigantic differences in your business. So just keep that in mind right now. And if you're feeling frustrated or you have that victim mentality, that's up to you to get out of that. And you can just, by the reframing your thoughts, and you can go and take action in a very different way. Surrender and release all that other bullshit. It's not helping you.
Super. He did that in one breath, folks. He's amazing.
Didn't even breathe yet.
Yeah. Okay. We forgot to do positive focus. My bad. So we'll give you guys a choice, since we just talked about this, 90-day situation. If you know the one priority, you can spit it out, or otherwise give a positive focus, and we'll just go right across the top of the screen. Well, Jose's raising his hand. He's doing his.
Sure. Sure.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so as you're speaking, Steve sounded like Dr. Amanda. Okay, so I'm saying personal mindset reset button. I'm doing journaling, and that's been doing a phenomenal job for me, and I'm going to keep it going. And I'm doing that in Dr. Amanda's program.
Love it.
John, Crystal.
Very similar. Started with Dr. Amanda last week, doing her morning routine, usually while I'm either stretching out or warming up for getting ready for my day, whether it's warming up for a workout or whatever. But it's making a huge difference for me.
Beautiful. So that's your 90-day thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Paul.
My 190-day thing is I'm doing 100 videos, and I'm behind, but I'm doing 100 videos between now and the end of the year for the law firm. And I'm also, on top of that, going to add in real estate videos. And that's going to set me up next year. That's the gangster move. So I have all the equipment, teleprompter set up. I have one thing coming tomorrow, and I'm going to kick ass.
Wish for you, brother.
Gangster move.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that.
Paul, go get a chain. If you want a gangster move, go get a chain.
Gangster move.
Yeah.
Kyle, what about you, buddy? That was brilliant. I love that. Good stuff, Paul. Kyle.
Yeah, I'd say I'm similar to Jose and John. I got some mindset stuff to work on. Obviously, we'll talk about this later in our meeting, but it's kind of around my W-2 and just taking some actions there and taking ownership of my own life and just making it happen, you know. And I think when I make that change mindset on that side there, it's going to affect me in other ways in my life as well.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. Morris, hello.
Hi. Yeah, so I'm been thinking about it a lot lately, and I just need to reanalyze exactly the setup of the real estate business. I have the VA making calls to FSBOs. I'm making calls to expireds. I just don't know. I'm not really happy with how it's going, so I really need to analyze that. Do I switch VAs? Do I make calls to FSBOs? I just want to reanalyze everything. I don't want to just, everybody's doing the same thing, so I'm just going to continue doing it. I just need to analyze exactly what's going on in the business and make changes where they need to be made. So that's my focus for the next 90 days.
That's great. We can pick that apart more if you'd like, but that's awesome. I think everybody needs to do that. Kind of do a mini offsite with your biz. Who didn't go? Russell. Oh, yeah. Look at Nick was about to speak.
Oh, Nick, I'm sorry, buddy. I'm finishing up the Adam Carroll's book, and I just got done with tenet number 8, which is elimination. So I'm going to next 90 days eliminate those things that are not pushing me forward and focusing on those on money producing activities. Get me going.
Sweet.
Nick.
A lot of positive focus, a lot of exciting things going on. I'm just next Friday, I'm going to spend New York City, 2 nights in New York City to get to for the 4th time this year. And I'm going to reconnect with that community, the speaking community, and my mentor, that community, the Big Talk community. And I'm really excited for that. It's kind of to recharge me and to keep going forward. But that's kind of what I'm most looking forward to and what's going to set me up for the rest of this year.
Beautiful. Corolla.
I have a lot that I need to change on this 90 days and too much to mention right now. So I'm just going to go for positive focus that I know I am part of an awesome community that has my back. And I know with the friends that I made and the coaches I have, I know I will get there.
Sweet. I like that's good, Corolla. I'll go, and then Steve, you can drive it home. So my 90-day thing, and guys, if you don't know me by now, a lot of the stuff that I say is I'm yelling at myself. So that's what I need. I need to figure out in the next 90 days where my zone of genius is, right? That's what I'm looking at. Like, what's going to light me up the most? What is it that I want to do instead of, focusing on what did or didn't happen in the last 9 months. So I basically I'm speaking to you, but I'm also speaking to Brian. Steve.
Love it. Well, I already did mine because I went with, obviously we're going to be ripping into dials and getting properties again. But I will say on a personal note, I had a golf match on Friday with my buddies, and it is a heated match. And if you are from New England, we had absolute torrential flooding downpours, and these boys did not like playing in the rain, and that fired me up. And in the back 9, I threw 4, as we call New England, darts within 3 feet. And went 5 up on these boys in the back and smoked them. And I feel incredible about it. And I can't see. So getting up to the green, not knowing where your ball is and finding out it's right next to the hole 4 times is awesome.
Nice. I can only imagine the level of debauchery.
Oh, you have no idea. Big time wins for the boys.
Okay. All right. Very good. And then you had to come home and see the Patriots score, unfortunately.